When we started our first company in 1995, you know so little. Everything is a struggle, but it's so much easier when you know the game. I'm Ian Collins, co-founder and CEO of Wysdom.AI. Started my first company in 1995. And we were starting to catch on. The first couple of years, you really don't have any ideas what's going on. And after 5, we had some handle on business. Text messaging was fairly new stuff. We built this tech that allowed these large companies to plug in easily and quickly and send alerts for all kinds of things, whatever it was. And we had 8 or 10 clients that were going pretty well, but 2 of them made up most of our revenue. They both, within about a month of each other, said, we got to pause this, and the revenue stopped. So the contracts were still there, the revenue stopped, and we'd been looking for venture capital money, all year, for at least a year, and nobody would pay any attention to us. Nobody liked it. Everybody told us the story was terrible. The idea was crap. There was no future in this. So it started November. Things are looking terrible. It's hard to imagine how we're going to survive this thing. And we can make one more payroll. November 15th, we can make payroll. And November 14th comes by, and there's a big tech show back in 1999. It was called Comdex, and Bill Gates was the keynote back in those days. And he came out and he made his usual pitch about all the great things going on. But he basically said wireless is going to be the future. .com is great, it's huge, it's massive, it's going to change the world, and wireless is the next big part of this. He called it the personal web. Basically, what we had been building and pitching to investors for a year was actually going to be, a part of the future. Then the phone started ringing. Then everybody wanted to talk to us. We couldn't get a meeting with investors until that time. After Bill Gates, visionary, says this is the future, then everything changed. Everybody calls us. We actually couldn't keep up with all the investor meetings. We couldn't meet everybody who wanted to meet us. We were, raised $7 million, stayed alive, continued to grow our business, doubled down on this idea that turned out maybe it was a good idea. We had a bunch of acquisition offers. We grew the business fast. We started signing up a lot of clients. The .coms were all booming, making a ton of money. And just about 3 months later, we went on to raise 50 million US, which was the biggest round ever in Canadian history. So you've really got to stick it out. You can't throw in the towel early. You've got to somehow dig up some energy or some resilience to keep it going. And you can turn these things around, even from what seems hopeless.